It's Detroit Pistons NBA action. We're in the Motor City, where the Pistons are looking to take on a Western Conference opponent. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Ronnie Price out there with Bryant. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Hill. And it's Davis at the 4.
All right, what's that, man? Oh, there it goes. Whoa.
You know, Josh Smith is a very talented player, but if you have to pick his game apart, he's a bit of a tweener. You know, he's not really a power forward in a traditional sense, but not a three-man either. He's an athlete who can do a lot of different things, but so much depends on the players he has around him. It needs to be the right fit.
And he sinks the second.
And
with Smith playing at the 4, it used to be a luxury as he can defend players with his reach, but now Clark, it's almost a necessity as he gets older, and a shot from outside is all it needs to be.
Well, in the modern NBA, Kevin, you know this as well as I do, you got to have perimeter threats, and if you play him at the 3, it can put you at a real disadvantage.
Caldwell Pope gets to Jennings and botches the dunk. Johnson with it. Singler covering.
Don't eat all that bad yet.
Dishes it to Kobe. Rocket 6. Goes up on the wing.
Hey, why, Josh? You know, I told you.
And he gets the jumper to drop.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Smith outside. Trying his luck deep.
Certainly not the dream start they were hoping.
Oh!
Are you kidding me? That was a power punch right there.
Oh, great.
Boy, he is a strong finisher on the fast break.
Yeah, he sure is. He remains in total control, even at full speed. I love that about him.
Here's Jennings. Will it go? And there's the nice layup by Drummond.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it,
stop grabbing my dude,
it's going back up and back in.
Whoa, that's what it is. Stop grabbing my dude,
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Price dishes to Hill. It's Drummond with the rebound. And it's Ronnie Price with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Jennings for 3.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter. Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Well, they already had him staggered, and now all of a sudden they're throwing some haymakers.
Drummond. And it's sent back by Hill.
Can't be hurt my player. I thought you go put the
bounds. Detroit takes possession.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
Jennings kicks to Singler. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Shoots. Here's Drummond. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Andre Drummond, still just 21 years of age, the first one-and-done player in UConn's storied basketball history. And the Pistons staff say he's a sponge. Whether it's breaking down video with assistants or honing his skills, he is really a hard worker.
He's off on the first. And Drummond came in as the youngest player in the league, Clark. Certainly pretty well skilled.
Yeah, but you can see the potential. And the biggest thing there, Kevin, was that he had a willingness to work. He came in early his rookie year to train, and last season he leaned on the new rookies to do the same thing, showing some leadership.
Jennings passes to Drummond. Second shot opportunity. Tries yet again.
Big dude. Countdown again, Ern.
Nice shot by Smith. Smith's got his first bucket in this one.
Giving them an opportunity at second chance points with some hard work on the glass there.
Johnson can't hit. Pistons trail by 5. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jordan Hill.
Second foul of the first quarter. They're probably going to have to sit him down here to try to avoid number 3.
A different look here for Detroit. Monroe comes in for Singler. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Brandon Jennings. Lakers leading by 5. Here's Bryant. The good-looking shot from the wing. Kobe's got 7.
Well, I tell you what, getting out in transition has really been a big part of this run they're on now.
Well, that's the best way to score in bunches. Just run and drop a bucket in before the team can set up its defense.
Here's Kobe. After the made shot from Andre Drummond. Johnson, a wide open look.
Whoa!
Lets it go from deep. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. And that's now 7 points for Johnson.
Well, they've settled into their offense very quickly here today.
Yeah, they're zoned in, making the most out of their possessions here.
Here are the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run.
It's like me playing in a thunderstorm. I'm like, God,
Lakers last season, and this is a remarkable factoid here, folks. That was only the 6th time in franchise history, going all the way back to the 40s, that the Lakers had missed the playoffs. Obviously, the Lakers fans are not accustomed to missing the postseason.
Just turn your telephone off, Ern.
So for the Pistons, Jerebko's checked in for Drummond. Butler comes in for Smith. And it's Jody Meeks in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. The dish to Monroe. That's good.
Monroe, get your big 7-foot butt down court.
Lynn with it. And for the Lakers last season, Steve, with the departure of Dwight Howard, you knew the team on paper had less talent, but the hope was that the chemistry would improve.
And I thought it did. The chemistry was good. Kevin, they just
Like
didn't
a
have
big-
enough
like a big-
talent.
a little guy
And
supposed to
Kobe
do a
and
big
Nash
guy.
went down.
Give him a
It didn't
10 go
matter
by him.
who was out there, who was coaching. You know, it was just going to be a situation where they were not going to be able to win enough games.
Meeks can't hit.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the defense has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull that trigger. You've got to be in his face and not give him any space.
And you can see they recognize that, Clark. I mean, they are not going to give him that look.
Clock is at 3. Young dishes to Ellington.
That's pretty much been the norm for them, getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
Young with no one around. Again, the Lakers.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Yeah, look at the discrepancy in the assist column between these two teams.
Yeah, stop it!
Now here's Lynn. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And the Lakers call time here. And during the timeout, both coaches get a chance here to review the strategy at this point of the game, along with the discussions. Also some rehydration going on with Gatorade. Everyone trying to bring their top game here tonight.
Yeah, that's why you see the trainers going around to every player, making sure they're hydrated, they're getting enough to drink during the game. And so important to hydrate yourself and keep yourself strong and ready to play for these big minutes down the stretch.
Offensive rebound. Butler with the steal.
intoxicated of this place.
And an overpowering first quarter effort.
be more,
Already
yo.
a double-digit advantage. Lakers ahead, leading by 14. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from the Palace of Auburn Hills.
What you doing over there, B, yo?
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And Stephen Clark, Lakers are pretty much in control here.
And a good start for this club. I like the way
Oh,
they played
man.
together, really moved the ball and did a nice job
Jeremy, it is your
offensively.
fault. Jeremy, you
Yeah,
must
excellent
know,
ball
this be doing all
movement,
the
and it's
time.
paid off
Jeremy
on the
just messed
scoreboard,
up.
too.
You'll be sitting right next to me if you do
And
it.
now,
I'll tell
brought to you by
that right now.
Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So the Lakers 5 right now. We've got Jeremy Lin. Nick Young is up there with Carlos Boozer. Then there's Wayne Ellington.
Come on,
And it's
Jeremy.
Sakri at
Jeremy,
the
yo.
5, roaming the
Why you
paint.
with Jeremy like that?
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Yes, Kevin, as you know, Nick Young re-signed with the Lakers this past summer and
Whoa,
couldn't be
I don't know how he went
happier.
that
Said it
far,
was
huh?
always his dream
Went
to be a
fast
Laker,
forward.
in fact. He said, "This is home. I would love to finish off here as a Laker. My kids get to go to school and say, my dad is a Laker, and that's big. It's a big difference than being on any other team. Guys?"
No doubt about that. Thank you, Doris. Detroit making a switch here. Drummond's checked in. And the Lakers also making a switch. Clarkson's checked in.
You know, there's always a lot of nicknames in the NBA. I loved what became of Nick Young last year in L.A. All of a sudden, he dubbed himself Swaggy P, and it caught on. It seemed like the whole league kind of loved watching him play and referring to him by that nickname.
Look at the rookie. Look how smart he is. All right.
Here's Clarkson. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. It's going to be on Josh Smith. Lakers shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Well, you take a look back to last year, guys. This is a club that converted about 76% of its free throws.
You would think that a team like the Pistons,
shoot my free
Clark,
throw,
who struggled
okay?
as they did, would have trouble with teams out west, but they really held their own.
You know, that was surprising. They weren't exactly taking the conference by storm, but they definitely were able to knock off a few of the powerhouses out there.
Elbow shot is on the way.
Well, that's a very low percentage shot. Not good basketball at all. One he probably should have passed on.
Kicks to Ellington. Off target from three-point range.
And to go back to what you said with the Pistons, they had a bad record against the West, but a lot of those games were close.
Nice ball movement by Detroit. With his first shot attempt.
Whoa! Stop it!
Here's Clarkson. He's guarded by Jennings. Clarkson kicks to Young. Young left side. Here's Sakre. And the layup's good off the glass.
Yeah, those your mind from stopping.
Sakre's got the lead up to 14 now for the Lakers.
All right.
That sort of epitomized this
intoxicated over
game,
here,
guys.
blows
One
your
team
mind
going
in.
all out, getting rebounds and putbacks, and the other
But
team
yeah,
just dragging.
Be sloppy. But yeah, I'll play.
Contavious Caldwell Pope. He's checked in for Martin.
Heavily medicated right now, man. Heavily medicated.
The Pistons
I'm
have
playing right
gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second.
For a team like the Pistons that wasn't going to make a lot of noise last year in terms of competing, I think it's a good sign that they did have some tough games against some of the Western Conference opponents where they did compete at a playoff-type level.
You aren't be trying to take advantage of somebody.
Well, I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
Jennings kicks to Caldwell Pope. Off target with his three.
Well, an 8-rebound advantage like the one they have now is always going to swing the score hard in that team's direction.
And that's certainly been the case today. Their rebounding has made a huge difference.
I got to play the field like I'm doing.
So it's the Pistons now after the basket by Los Angeles. Shot to end this cold run. Los Angeles leading by 16. On up the court. Shot denied. All alone. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, man, he's got so much power.
Clarkson passes to Ellington. Here's Clarkson. Young dishes to Ellington. Back to Young. All alone.
Good dear.
And the shot falls short this time. Caldwell Pope kicks to Drummond. Can't cash in from the left block. Lakers shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. And Young, here we go. Feeds it to Boozer. All sorts of time. And it's Boozer again missing.
The Lakers winning the amnesty bidding this summer to bring in Carlos Boozer. He had a down season a year ago, but on the final year of his contract, he'll have some extra motivation to bounce back.
And the Lakers have possession. At one point, they led by 16. He kicks to Ellington. And there's the pass to Clarkson. And stolen by Jennings. The lead now in single digits. Jennings has got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's gotten it going now.
Clarkson passes to Sacre. That's good from 17 feet away. Now a timeout called by Detroit.
He can shoot the baseline. I don't.
Why you saying, entirely new group now out there. And some changes here for the Lakers. Pistons trailed by 11. Butler on the wing. From past the arc. Rebounded by the Lakers. Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one.
You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboards.
Well, they've done a lot of things right, but I agree with you, Clark. Their rebounding is right there at the top of the list.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Well, they already had him staggered, and now all of a sudden they're throwing some haymakers.
Well, you grab him, Aaron.
And the officials call the foul, reaching out and committing the intentional foul here, and his teammates are baffled.
Yeah, everybody's kind of looking at him like, what are you doing? I mean, I think he just lost track of the situation.
I'll call Mr. Fantastic. That's what his name is now, Mr. Fantastic.
Maybe that great start in the first quarter took something out of him because his production has fallen.
Los Angeles leading by 13. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop.
Joe Barry
All game long, guys, he's been getting it done. Really doing a nice job rebounding.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, they've had a major advantage on the glass, dominating that stack. Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here. That's foul number 2 on him. They might not warrant sitting him entirely, but you know, another one before halftime, they could be in some trouble.
First one falls for him. And both free throws good for Johnson.
Another trip to the stripe for him, and I'll tell you what, a little bit of a different feel here in the second quarter. A little more banging going on.
This team is never afraid to get physical. I think they enjoy this style of play.
We can laugh at it, dog, because they don't regular season game. That's the
Detroit, no good that time either.
paint, they have really shown some strength. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, I'd certainly call it a mismatch, Steve, at least for today.
Yeah.
Now here's Butler. They need this.
You ain't doing that time.
Shot's good from Jerebko.
Great opportunity right there. He's got such tremendous length. He can just rise up and get separation for the three.
Yeah, Frank. Oh, man. This is crazy. Hey, real. If he comes back before I come back, I'm gonna go turn my Christmas lights on. All right.
That'll do it for the first half.
Okay, I'm back, man. You mean Ernst? Ernst, you hear me?
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
Oh, Wesley Johnson has been great. 15 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
Yeah, and you'd expect by the end of this game, I'm sure the numbers are going to look even better.
The big men, Smith and Drummond. Contavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Jennings. And it's Singler.
No,
and
son. Hey,
Come
over here. Come here.
That's the group for Detroit right
job
now.
is? You got one job, though.
Wes Johnson, the former number 4 pick back in 2010. He was a bust in Minnesota, but he shot better in his 4th season. And once he was moved to kind of a small 4, like the shooting power forward spot, he really found a niche for himself.
Sometimes, once in a while, when you play it down to competition, that's not good.
I'm not sure why he's fading away. He could have gone straight up for that shot. He would have had a better chance of making it.
Great idea to pull up and take the transition 3 there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop if he took it inside.
The dive for the ball.
Good hustle, though.
Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. But it's
no
good.
Can't do that, Ernst. Can't go back from being Ernst.
And Wesley Johnson has always been impressive physically. Great size, terrific length for a wing, quick off the floor.
Yeah, he's got all of those ingredients, but his ball handling has been a bit mediocre, rather pedestrian, and I think that's held him back offensively.
Knock those big guys fixed up.
On the wing hill. And stolen by Jennings.
I don't want no mediocre, huh?
And the call goes against Wesley Johnson. That is his first foul of the game. So Stan Van Gundy's going to talk to his team here. Timeout.
This is what drugs do. This is
Brandon
on
Jennings, you
drugs.
remember, decided to play a year in Italy right out of high school rather than to go to college. He was the first guy to do that once the NBA implemented that 1 year out of high school requirement for the draft.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's Smith. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Lakers leading by 11. Johnson dishes to Hill.
Yes, sir.
Price outside. Just 5 to shoot. Johnson kicks to Bryant. And here's Price from beyond the arc.
Well, they need a shot or two to fall here soon. 1 of 4 since the break.
Singler with it. Picked up by Kobe. Jennings. Misses off the left iron. And for Brandon Jennings, he didn't play a whole lot while in Rome, but he stayed busy practicing and developing.
Yeah, and it didn't seem to diminish his stock that much, Kevin. You know, you go back to when he was drafted, he was the 10th pick by the Bucks back in 08.
And it's Smith penetrating.
Let's go.
And the lead is down inside single digits.
Take your lead, Kobe. It's up to you.
Boy, beautiful assist. That's a couple of teammates clearly on the same page.
Shot's good.
It's up to Kobe now.
And that's
The
now
way this game is
9
gonna be, Kobe
points for Kobe
Kobe has to
Bryant.
do more than pass, shoot more than he normally shoots.
You know, it seems like when they've gone to him, he's really come through. And that's not something you should get away from.
It's not going to go wrong. Really come
Price with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Pistons making a change here. Martin's checked in. Now here's Jennings. 9 points in the game so far.
Nope.
To the right side. Here's Caldwell Pope. No good. Nice D from Bryant. There's the lob to the hoop.
Oh, yeah, Josh Smith.
And Wesley Johnson with the
I got
slam.
Wesley Johnson.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets,
Oh, what a
three
pass.
of them have been
Price,
3-pointers.
Good one,
And
Price.
it's not just great offense,
like about
Clark. The
15. I wasn't like
defense is
Charlie
really
Price.
lacking.
I thought
Not enough energy on their
Enjoy to work
closeouts.
with.
You know, it's no secret that the Lakers were really terrible last year. There's no other way to say it. Everything that could have gone wrong actually did. Murphy's Law on full display.
Out to Price. Now here's Johnson. He's got 19. From deep three-point range.
I guess I'm Lakers
I
all
don't know if it's
real
just
life.
me, but he's looked a step slow since the start of the quarter. His shooting has really suffered.
And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It goes on Ed Davis.
There you go, Aaron.
For a historical perspective on the Lakers, guys, last year was their worst season since they moved out to L.A. from Minnesota back in 1960.
And they vowed to get back, however, and I believe them. I mean, this isn't a franchise that has a history of being passive when it comes to improvement.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Monroe's checked in for Andre Drummond. Jody Meeks comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Brandon Jennings. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second clock. Caron Butler's checked in for Detroit. And the Lakers with some changes. Here's Smith. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Look what he earned.
Outstanding job there to absorb the contact and guide it in.
That's how you
bad,
impose
Aaron.
your
Ain't
will against the defender. He came to play.
Josh Smith signed by the Pistons last year to that big 4-year, $53 million contract. You know, the fit was problematic, particularly on the front line trying to play next to Andre Drummond and Greg Monroe. I think it's important for Smith to have shooting around him. Otherwise, teams just sag off and they take away his driving lanes.
Back to Monroe. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. Here's Young. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And he was one step ahead of the defense when he fired that pass for the assist.
Well, you feel badly for Josh Smith. It's hard to feel sorry for a guy when he's making as much as he is and he's as talented as he is. But he's been playing at the small forward, and that sometimes exposes his deficiencies as a player because he tends to rely too much on the perimeter shot. Last season was his worst in terms of scoring efficiency.
Young pass to Clarkson. Back to Young. Goes back up. Here's Boozer. Missed it, even after all those chances. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Butler dishes to Meeks. Butler kicks to Smith. Knocked away. And stolen by Ellington. There's Chakray.
You guys are unselfish.
You know, he may not have the elevation or the hops. He doesn't need it, though. The big fella throwing it down anyway.
He usually does save the high flying for the little guys, Clark. You're right.
Yeah, well, sometimes it looks like he's pinned to the ground, but when he gets positioned like that, he can put it down.
You don't even care from there. You just shoot over me like he Kobe.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back.
What quarter is this? It's halftime. Right? What quarter? Gotta go my bench. No starters. This is what's called pack. This one Kobe plays point guard.
Pistons trailed by 10. So the Lakers 5 right now. Johnson is out there with Davis. Then there's Kobe. Then there's Price. And it's Hill in the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Drummond. And he lays it straight in. Drummond's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Pistons.
Boy, where was the box out? Too easy on that second chance opportunity.
Yeah, no box out is what happened there. Those kind of mistakes on the glass will kill a team.
Johnson, the pass to Bryant. 5 on the clock. Price kicks to Bryant. Trying to get open is Davis. And there's Bryant. That's good on the assist by Price. Price has got assists now in this one. Counted, and the Laker lead has been cut down to 8. Again, the points coming from Brandon Jennings. Price dishes to Bryant. The drive by Hill. Kobe against Jennings. Kobe kicks to Price. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Incredible. Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball with one of their own.
Let's keep this thing going, guys. I love seeing a three-point battle like this.
And it's Bryant in the corner. Price, the pass to Kobe. Johnson outside. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, guys, you talk about the growth of the game internationally, but different time zones can make it a challenge for other countries to enjoy the game live. You look at China, for instance, a growing market for the game, but they're 12 hours ahead of East Coast time and 15 hours ahead of the West Coast. But if you're a junkie for hoops, I guess you'll adjust to the time zone.
Jennings drives in. It's stolen by Johnson. Banked in off the glass.
His feet in the iron.
And the Lakers lead by 15. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Lakers.
Their activity at the defensive end, Kevin, has been really impressive. Attacking and coming away with steals.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
In low to Davis.
Hey,
And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
come on, man.
Well, Ed Davis, in his 5th season out of North Carolina, he's had to battle for minutes both in Toronto and Memphis, but has produced when he's been on the court. An active, athletic big man. He's a player to watch.
And Davis with good mobility for his size. Offensively, Clark, he can run in transition, flash to the basket. At the other end, he's a good help defender.
Yeah, and bit by bit, Kevin, we see him developing his post game as well. He's starting to broaden out that skill set. Still only 25 years old. Come on now. He's got a lot left in his development.
And Kobe, here we go. The jump hook. Tried to bank it in, but he missed it. Hill, no good. Pistons trailed by 14.
Oh, you got
with the steal.
Oh, it's like that. It's like that. You changed.
Now here's Ellington. He's guarded by Jennings. High post shot.
So you,
And he gets the
like
bucket.
that guy even there.
16 points for Kobe Bryant.
And he may be the guy to put this game even farther out of reach.
Singler, no good.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
Johnson.
Oh, my goodness.
Boom, he jams
He
it
just
straight
got Wesley
down.
Johnson this time.
Big time finish. Emphatic.
He hangs on the rim,
That was
too.
wrong,
Just
Wesley Johnson.
for good measure.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with a little showboating out there.
Bryant is doubled. Right wing. Ellington dishes to Kobe. Rebound by the Pistons.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
Screen by Smith. Right side Jennings. Tries from 16. And he gets it to go.
Come on, Cole. Let's go.
Jennings has got 5 points now this quarter.
You know, he was smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Agreed. As long as he picks his spots, his outside shot will be hard to block, no matter who's on him.
Davis setting the pick for Kobe. Shot clock at 6. Johnson attacking. That's in, coming off an assist
Why is
from
that,
Bryant. 23 points for Johnson.
Another bucket in the
Hey,
paint.
neither do Lakers.
That's
That's why you
something
gotta
they
coach
just
them up.
have not been able to stop today.
I think it's time to make some
They got good
adjustments
defense. Gotta
defensively,
coach 'em up.
Clark. I mean, what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Robert Sacre, he's checked in for Hill. Boozer comes in for Davis. Nick Young's checked in for Wesley Johnson. And it's Clarkson in for Bryant. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Stan Van Gundy said to the team. He was emphatic. We're not getting it done, fellas. We've simply got to step up, get engaged, and try to battle back. Guys, we'll see if the pep talk gets them going.
And Young kicks to Clarkson. He feeds it to Ellington.
You know, he's so confident, sometimes to a fault, and that showed right there. That's a bad shot.
Exactly. I mean, that's self-inflicted damage right there. There are a lot better options than what he took.
And stolen by Ellington.
They've really gotten loose with the ball here in the second half. I thought they were much more efficient in the first half in terms of just handling the basketball.
No, I took him on
Well, it's a wrap,
today,
fellas.
and, yeah, I
No
did have
way you
some
come
eggnog
back in this one.
But
Not
it's
anymore.
a
Any chance
mixture
of that
medicine,
happening went
too.
out the window a while ago. It's been a
I had
real
a weed
difficult
yet, though.
game for
I
him
just don't know my
offensively, and it's
discipline.
cost him.
And this is what they wanted, to
No,
announce
I
their
hadn't
presence in this matchup with authority. Very
I'll do that till Dre
decisive.
go to bed, so I
And I
gotta
think it
walk
could
around
be
the town
considered
high.
a statement win for the Lakers.
Starting five must have been happy to get
No,
so
I
much
don't.
help from the reserves in this
I'm
game.
serious, though.
Yeah,
I
I'm sure
don't.
they weren't. They not only lightened
Only
the
smoking
load,
for medical
the
purpose.
bench guaranteed and actually produced the win.
They sure did.
No, like last night.
And if you had to pick one player who would maybe take over everyone else in terms of picking up his game, it was, I think, that kind of a night for Bryant. The way he was able to dice up the D with his passing really made things easy for everyone on his team on offense.
The kick out to Young. And again, it's the Lakers.
And a terrific run to really put this ball game away.
And now let's see how many more points they can throw up there before the horn sounds.
No one near Jennings as he lets it fly. A three-pointer off the mark. Carlos Boozer amnestied by the Bulls this offseason after 4 years in Chicago. They still have to pay his salary, Steve, but it doesn't count against their cap.
Yeah, that's been rumored for a couple of years, and it finally came true, Kevin. So a new team for Boozer. Looking to bounce back after what was one of the worst seasons of his career, at least statistically.
So Detroit ends up going with the new group. Good on the second free throw.
My granddad name. We say
And Boozer last season had expressed his unhappiness with the rotation in Chicago. Passed over for the younger Taj Gibson in the fourth quarter. Gibson was seen as a more reliable defender, though, and typically coaches default to defense late in games. Boozer with plenty of motivation this season to prove his worth as far as fourth quarter minutes go.
Oh, man.
The free throw drops for
he got
Augustine.
mad though. He didn't understand. He said, "We ain't calling you Art, man." He's like, "Well, my granddad
free throws,
is
good from
Art.
Augustine.
You can call me Art if you want to." I said, "We ain't say Art. We said Art, and we ain't gonna call you Art." But that's my grandpa's name.
For three, Ellington. Rebounded by Urebko.
Oh man.
Here's Augustine. Outside, Meeks. No good. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. And this one was such a lopsided victory.
They never let up. They were full throttle from the start.
Thank you for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark, Stephen Doris, and the rest of the crew, this is Kevin Holland saying thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Last but not least, here is your Jordan Player of the Game, Kobe
I just
Bryant.
want to give real no unnecessary wins. Well, first of all, you ain't the underdog. Second of all, you got the Knicks, man. 2 All-Stars. Well, that's how come you play with them on here, so you can lead them to where you want them to go. Okay? So all we know is that Drummond 12-11. You got 2 All-Stars on there. Two future Hall of Famers on that team. You don't think Stoudemire got a chance to make it, man? Listen to that. Hey, B-Murray, yo. What? I was asking them, what is he doing? B-Murray, what you doing, B-Murray? B-Murray, what you doing?